I would love to understand a little bit of more like who Tomas really is. But I was trying to think like how do I get it out of you? And the one question I had is, we had a very short conversation actually. It was just a few minutes that I gave you a call the week before you came to San Francisco to give you my opinion. And then a few days later, you told the group in one of the talks, like the ones that we were doing right before coming to the program, that you've been having a lot of conversations with your family.
Yeah.
And what I think would be super cool for me to, like what I really want to know is like, what were you talking about in those conversations? Like, well, how does that define who you are too, you know?
Yeah. So I remember that phone call pretty vividly. And I'm like a family person. I've lived with my family my whole life. I've got a great relationship with my parents, have a girlfriend. So, I mean, my family is everything to me, and I have it strongly connected with my country. So I grew up there. I had a really nice childhood. So I'm really grateful for that. So every big decision in my life has to kind of go through that pipeline. So I didn't even think that I was going to have an opportunity like this 2 weeks ago until you called me and said that I got accepted. I just thought I was going to go to San Francisco for a week or a month, just live the life and come back. But like when you called me and said like you've got to figure your stuff out, like what's your objective? I started talking with my family to see what they thought. And yeah, basically, I mean, we talked about what is their stage in life. Like they're my parents. I have a younger sister. I'm the older brother. I'm always doing things first. I'm always leading the path and opening it up for my sister. And my parents always like
How
live.
much younger is she than you?
She's 3 years younger.
Okay, so she's still an adult in
Yeah,
some ways.
yeah. She's 19, I think, starting university. So I always do things first, and I've got to like, I don't know if the right word is educate my parents, but transit with them the process of like me leaving the house. Or
So what were you telling them?
I was telling them that San Francisco is like, I feel like it's my next step. It's what I love. Everyone here does what I love. So it's like a no-brainer, but I hadn't processed it correctly. We were like fighting about, is it the right decision, not the right decision.
What were they worried about?
They were worried it was too rushed or too early, and that I wasn't like communicating with them my real thinking. Like I just wanted to go to SF just because. So like we really talked about and boiled it down, like why do I really want to be there?
What is it?
What is what?
Why do you really want to be here?
I just I just feel it. It's more irrational than rational. It's just like I feel it's like a natural step. There's like it's a no-brainer for me. Although I still haven't processed it. So, like it's like I've already made the decision in my heart, but my brain keeps telling me like what the fuck is happening.
I totally get it.
Yeah.
I remember, and I have a big ego. So when I was interviewing Tomas, he told me like I'm applying to your program. I'm applying to 3 more programs. I know the other programs. Like the fuck, why are you comparing me to that? Fuck you. um, how do you describe Puentes? And is it similar or different to what you were expecting when you first applied?
Com- the program description I think is really like focused, and it really says what it is. Like it's connecting you. It's at the actual bridge to being here, the network, to really getting to know people here. I think the name is great, but I really didn't know how serious it was. Like I thought it was just when I didn't know you. I thought okay, like it's a Uruguayan who sold this company maybe like doing some charity work for LATAM.
I sold no company. That's my co-founder. I'm fucking broke.
I just thought like I've been to like I've been to the Start Fellowship with my previous company, and I got to know like maybe those Europeans who like bring companies from Argentina, from the Latam and Africa to like live the European experience. I thought it was something like that. Like, okay, let's help these underprivileged people go to SF. That's really what I thought.
Fair enough.
But then I realized, whoa, no, this is much more serious than I thought. This is hardcore. The people you're connecting us with are hardcore. And I've lived it here. I mean, speaking with Ade and with Lottie, it was just like mind blowing. So, yeah, Puentes is that. It's like really the door to coming here to San Francisco. And it's like it's such a short time frame. It's not like a big 3 month program. It's a week,
Yeah.
and it's just straight to the point.
What was the most, was there like a day in which there was like some sort of like inflection point or?
Yeah. Yeah, when you called me, not the first time, not to say that I got in, but the second time to say like, what are you thinking? I'm feeling like you're closed off to SF. That just, it was a snowball. I had talks with my girlfriend, had talks with my family, I fought with my family, blah, blah. And I just realized like, wait, this is real. This is not just like a fun week in SF. That, yeah.
It's not that fun. And what, but in through the week, is there something very memorable, specific that happened to you?
Yeah, I think that like the spontaneous invitations of founders, like luckily I was able to schedule the first intro meetings before coming here. So when I was here, I was already like meeting other founders in person. And for example, when Ray from Bloom said just let's go for a walk or let's go to the office, and I went to this office and there were other people there, it was like, this is crazy. I imagined myself in my room, like programming for 6 months in a cave, and I've got nobody to speak to. And here it's just like, come to the office and there's like
A whole community.
yeah, people in YC, like so approachable. That's crazy to me. It was like another level. So in that moment, I said, oh, like this is next level crazy. I need to be here. And also the conversation with Ade, it was the best one so far.
Why?
He like imposes so much authority in the room, but at the same time, he's so down to earth, and he didn't say things that were like common. He gave us another perspective. I also liked the talk with the Platzi founder. He had like other perspectives, like more nuanced.
Like which ones?
Like he said, like I've been here 15 years and this is peak Silicon Valley, but he like justified it with his own experiences. Or he asked Lais like, what are you thinking, particularly about, and maybe maybe you should go back to Brazil. Like it wasn't all yes SF just because, and Ade, he just like told stories that was like so engaging, and I saw the room and everyone looking at him.
Me too.
I smiled. If you record it, I was smiling the whole time. I was just like, who is this guy, and
Yeah.
how is he like a super important like VC guy, but he's just such a normal guy.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
I think that's one of the coolest things about
Yeah.
this city, to be honest.
Yeah.
The fact that that is true.
Yeah, I thought like VCs were like monsters, and maybe some are, but you're showing us people who are really not. So that's crazy.
And how are you thinking about your life now?
Oh, uh, I don't know if I'm thinking about it, but I'm thinking that there's gonna be like the next couple of years. I'm trying to lie to myself and say that this
I
is
know.
gonna be like 6 months or 1 year, but I already know that it's gonna compound into like years of probably being here or being in another place, but probably not in Argentina. So, yeah, The,
I mean, I'm honestly really happy I met you because in so many ways, I think you're like the perfect archetype of the type of person that I want to meet and get through the program.
why do you say that?
Because because you're so serious already about how you want to approach your life. First, second, like for some reason you've been an entrepreneur, right? Like, and you're so serious about that as a path, and you've done it. You've built a company. You've sold to people. You've hired. You've dealt with co-founders. Yet then you realize that that was just, one ceiling. And then you were okay taking a step back and understanding that there's something more important to you in life. In this case, it was a technology shift. And that sometimes you have to begin again to figure out a new course of action. And you just did it. And then you taught yourself all of it. And then you were so stubborn with the idea that you always just have to be an entrepreneur, but that for some reason something happened through the week very early on in which you immediately realized that that may just not be the case, and it doesn't make you less of an entrepreneur to making these different type of decisions. And I really believe in that too, because life is very long and you have to maximize learning.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought the like I wouldn't get the founder feeling anywhere else apart from being the founder, but like working with Ray and working with the other startups, it's just I get the same feeling. So I like decided to leave my ego aside and just say it doesn't have to be my idea. If I love the idea, it can be mine. Like I can make it mine and just live the same founder journey, but in a place where like everything is possible and like with resources. I mean, of course, it's easier to go into a company which is already funded. There's incredible people, but still that doesn't take the merit away from like building from that to the next thing. And I still like feel that is possible. So yeah, I don't know how the phrase goes, but like I have strong principles but loosely held. Do you know that phrase? So as soon as I realized, like I thought founding my own company was the only way, but as soon as I realized no, I just switched. But my heart switched. My brain is still no, but I have to convince myself in the coming days.
I mean, even if you go down the path of joining something, at some point you're gonna start hating, and that's okay, right? That's just part of the journey. At some point you're like, actually, this is not mine. I want it to just be mine.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's just the steps, like it's very important. Like I really loved what Alice said because it's maybe a perspective that I don't talk about enough because so many things can be true at the same time. That's why you need more than one person to be giving advice. He reminded all of us that like there's no journey to being an entrepreneur, right? Like you just have to go do it. And like it's you don't train for it, which is true, but you also just do, like also like living life and learning about it is also just very useful.
Yeah.
Right? And the later you do it, the more tools you're gonna have. You don't need more tools. Sometimes you learn the tools along the way. But I think I feel like in your case, you're gonna go through such a big shift in every other way, right? Like going from Argentina to here, the thinking about entrepreneurship in this way, and hopefully you're gonna start thinking about it in this other way, thinking in much more ambitious ways, thinking in ways that can be more durable, right? Like you're gonna go through so many of those things that I feel like the learning of that alone is gonna be so fucking large that just a little bit of it before you go at it again on your own is gonna be transformational, right?
Yeah, I guess I thought my potential was like at 80% when I was coming here. Like, okay, I'm 80% until my full potential. And when I arrived here and started learning from others, I was like, wait, I'm at like 20%. I can just learn so much more. but that perspective doesn't open up if you're not here. So
Man, that's really well said.
yeah,
That's super cool. Thank you so much.
thank you.